So I got all of this from my favorite thrift store. Spent a lot because they had some really good fabrics, a little bit higher price, but I spent $32. Let's check out what I got. Let's start with this one, which is like an upholstery maybe kind of fabric. They're $2. Goodness, I really hate masking tape. It looks like it's several pieces, so we'll see. Interesting. Ooh, it's got some staining. Darn. There. But it looks in fairly good shape. It's very wide, and this piece is over a yard, and this is just a smaller piece. But for $2, I thought, what the heck? I grabbed these two patterns. I wasn't sure I really liked them, but 50 cents a piece. Next, I got this entire bag of stuff for $1. I should actually put these upstairs because I always need a measuring tape, and that's cool. Floral wire. Nothing wrong with having gold-eyed nickel-plated hand needles. It was 45 cents originally. Made in Japan. Cool. And of course, next, sort of the fake jean colored fabric. Just a quilting weight cotton. Looks like probably 2 yards. Yeah, I'd say about 2 yards. It actually feels pretty nice, so worth it. Next, an actual possibly jean fabric, but of course with a pattern on it. So it's definitely jeans. It was originally about 2 yards, but it has been slightly cut into. It's such a big pattern. I'm not sure what I'd make out of it. Maybe if I made sort of overalls that were a dress rather than pants, so that you could see more of the actual pattern. Give me your opinion. Next, $1 for this stuff. It has some staining on it. It's like a polyester, it's like a double knit, I think. Like, I would say that's probably what it is. I wouldn't use it for clothes for myself. And I know it's like, why would you buy that? And I thought maybe for doll clothes it would be like easy to work with because it's not too stretchy. I don't know. We'll see. $1. And I got this flannel. I got a ton of like plaid flannels out of my grandma's stash. And I just keep adding to it. And I'm going to make a quilt for my sister out of them for her. But I have like 4 projects in front of it. So I got a lot of projects. Ooh. There's actually more here than I thought. It's an even better deal. Let's see how much there is. It's more than 1.5 yards. It's a pretty nice fabric though, so I'm very happy with that. $1. Now I couldn't believe they sold this for $1 for all this ribbon because normally they have overly high prices on their ribbon, usually like $1 a piece, and it's just not worth it. Wired. So sheer. Christmas. Lace. That's nice. Some more of that Christmas. A different Christmas. I don't know what you call this, but okay. Christmas. 15 yards. Some super dark brown. Ooh. Actually, this is useful because I'm making some flower headdresses right now. This is great. Just some, what is this? This is the 1/8 inch. 1/8 inch. Three-eighths. And a bell. Some more 1/8 inch. 1/8 inch. Some nice rickrack. Belize, so more Christmas. And some random other stuff. So I'm happy about it. $1. This is sort of an orangey brown, so not really my favorite color, but it was corduroy, and it looks like it's right about a yard, but it's very wide, so excellent. A very lightweight, probably ½ yard of yellow. Another very lightweight cotton, about ½ yard. And this really pretty light blue. It's very pretty. And it's very soft. And this. So it's about a yard, but the side has been cut off. So it's kind of a yard, kind of not. But it's plenty, I think, to make a doll's dress. I think. A nice little party outfit or something. $1. So it's a nice yellow. I think it's another like a knit polyester. Only a slight stretch both ways though. Not entirely sure what I would use it for. I just, it was part of the deal and I like the color. So probably some more doll outfits. I mean, it seems like it would hold up real well to whatever is thrown at it. This whole bag for $1. Interesting. What is this? It's very soft. I'm not sure what the fabric's considered to be though, but it's a small piece. Wowza. That's and on top of that blue, it just really is interesting. Oy. It's kind of not pleasant looking. Look at that one though. I mean, it's a neat velvet. These velvets have left me kind of speechless. Wasn't really what I was expecting out of the bag. Some fake suede. That's actually nice. I can actually use that. A nice plain green. Just a cotton. Bit of blue. Oh, goodness. American food, right? Pop, French fries, Oreos, hot dogs, chips, cotton candy, pretzels, flames, a tiny bit of Halloween. That was some cute fabric. Ooh, some strips, a nice sort of mauvey pink. So, actual cat material. Usually I just find dogs. That's cute. Let's see how much there might be. So the main piece is a quarter yard, or a third of a yard, excuse me, with a little bit of extra on there. A plain velvet. Oh, well, it was a sleeve, or going to be a sleeve, I guess. But I can repurpose it. Interesting. It looks like a cross between Hawaii and Christmas. Because that looks more like Hawaiian flower style, but ivy leaves and glitter. And this. Although, if I made a Christmas stocking, I could just repurpose that to the hanger. So maybe a quarter or third yard of this. And maybe a fat quarter of this woven, sort of homespun. And it's actually a pretty nice feeling cotton, but obviously there's not very much of it, so I'm not sure what I would use it for because it's not even enough for like a full doll shirt. But we'll see. I'm sure I can do something with it. Next, $2. Let's see, full color both sides, so that's nice. And I think it's 2 yards. Let's check. Actually, it's 1 yard and 2/3, but still a decent amount of fabric. I don't have an exact plan for it right this moment, but I have a couple of different options floating around in my head. So since I have, like I said, have several projects ahead of this, it's cool. $1. Now, I know it's not necessarily something I might use, but I, want to make a kid size fancy dress. I thought this might look good on it. Especially since I got all those blues now, might work. $3, which I thought was a teensy bit high, but it seemed a bit more like a vintage fabric. It is definitely heavier weight. It's heavier weight than most of the quilting cottons. And let's see how much there is. It's actually 2¼ yards. I don't know yet what I want to make out of it. I'm thinking more of the clothing line because it's such a heavier duty. It's worth it, even though it has a lot of brown in it. But we'll see. 3, which is kind of high. I know, not for in real life if you buy it at the store. But it's basically like a nicer lining. And I bought it because I have some other fabric that I think it will go with. And actually I already checked it will go with it. So I don't have to go out and buy some extra lining. I got it right here. $3. I'm not completely sure this one was worth $3 because it's not the full width, but it is over a yard, just barely over a yard. And it's got a stain resistor or something on it that's sort of gives it a sheen and a different kind of feel. It's like just a, not a regular cotton. I think it says Cyrus Clark Co. So it's just under a yard, but it is very wide. I really like the colors. I was thinking if I could do sort of the bottom half of the dress out of this and the top half out of a matching fabric, whether it be a blue or a green or a blue and green or something, it might work out. And it seems to have like maybe some kind of stain resistance on it, so it'd be great. 4. And if you recognize this kind of fabric, you know $4 was definitely worth it. I made a dress for my niece out of this type of fabric and it was so cute. So I saw this and I thought, well, let me buy another one. And even if I don't make another one exactly like that, this is perfect for a dress. Although, let me see how much there is. Oh yeah, it's 2 yards, so it'll be fine. Especially since my niece prefers no sleeves, so. Ah, so sad. $2. Ooh, it's discolored. That's okay. Now this is about 2 yards. I'm not exactly sure what this fabric is, but I really like the color. I felt like I knew these were going to be stuck here. I don't know about the stain in the crevices here. But we'll wash it and we'll see how it goes through. If it doesn't come out, I'll just use it for doll clothing. And if it does come out, I have more choices. Now this one I have to be careful with because I think it's partly wool. $2. I think it's just over a yard. I'll have to wear gloves to work with it though. But I was thinking maybe some miniature furniture or some doll clothes. Because it's not quite enough to make clothes. And I don't think it's enough to make kid clothes. At least not the sizes I need. But I thought $2 would be worth it. So did you think this entire haul was worth $32? I think so. And if you enjoyed this, I have an entire playlist of just thrifting hauls that I've linked to in this video. Thanks!